Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Donna is here for me. How are you, Donna? Hello, hello, hello. How you been, my darling? The girls. Oh my goodness, we have got to chat the girls. Things have been happening. Oh my goodness, yes, we've got to chat. I'll be right back. Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got
Chris, she's got the moves. Cover, drama, drop seats, keep going. Dance all night, energy showing. Babe, Betty, on the go. Streaming live, don't miss the show. On the streets, she's our guide. Hip hop dance, keep it locked inside.
All right, so hopefully everybody's got their snack, their drinks, went to the restroom, all that stuff. So everybody can get this out and figure out what's going on and all of that. And please don't talk over each other. So whoever wants to speak first, you speak, and then kind of go from there and make a conversation so people can hear, because the yelling over each other doesn't work.
I just want to say real fast, it's been probably 2 years since I reached out to your son, because I was wondering why his mom would be ranting like a lunatic online. And that's what I asked him.
When was the last time you mentioned him?
Today.
There you go. In whose chat? In whose chat?
But why does it matter?
Whose chat did you mention
This
him?
chat.
Mention him.
This chat.
Right. That's why we're here.
Why
Leave
do
my grown
you
sons
care?
alone.
Why do you
They don't have
care?
to do with your fucking weird drunk ass. It's
Why-
weird that you
okay,
don't
so-
have the first time.
So when have I been drunk?
Well, a sane woman
Am
wouldn't
I
act like
drunk
that.
now?
A sober woman wouldn't act like this. I don't know what your problem is.
Okay, Constance, if
You're
you
dry
don't
drunk.
know it for a fact, don't be saying it.
But it happened 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
2 years ago,
Just today, she keeps bringing mine. She did it in your chat today.
I'm not talking about that.
You know why I
I'm
do
talking
that?
about you calling
Of course,
her
you're not
drunk.
talking about that. That's what I'm talking about.
Calm
all right,
down.
hold up.
Leave children
Hold
alone.
up. It was brought up in your chat today to taunt you.
Your chat. It was brought up in your chat today.
Connie.
Yes. Right,
what do you
right,
think
right,
that
right, drunky idea.
No, Connie. Why do
You didn't
think
bring it up today in Betty's chat?
Can you let me finish?
No, you did. You bring it up in Betty's chat?
Let me answer
She
in a
did.
complete sentence without being
She did.
interrupted.
Yeah.
Connie, the reason I say this is to trigger you. The
Oh,
only
trigger-
reason I say this, no, let me finish.
But you're not
The
triggering
reason-
me. You just look
Connie.
weird as fuck.
Connie,
It don't trigger me one bit. You just look weird as fuck. Stop doing it.
why do you care?
Why do I care? It's my children. I don't want some weirdo having my children's name in her mouth, especially when I don't know how stable she is. 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
There's a granny over here, and there's over here. Right, Connie? I know, Connie. Right, Connie? Hell, Markella probably knows me, or her aunt probably knows me more than you know me. Her hands
Okay,
from
so 2 years ago, she reached out to your son to ask a question, and
My
then
son.
now she just taunts you with it. So she's not actually talking to them or anything else.
So she's not taunting me with it. She's just being weird, bringing up their name.
It's called being a troll.
I don't know what she's doing in private. No, I don't know.
It's called being a troll, Connie. You
It's
kinda
not being
suck
a troll. That's not being a troll. That's being a fucking weirdo. There's many things you troll on.
I can honestly
Well,
say if my
that's
kids were contacted, I was mad, like when Speakeasy done what he done to my daughter. I mean, when it comes to our kids, I can understand you being protective.
Can I just say
know?
I'm sorry, Connie, that I reached out to your son. It's probably a shitty thing of me to do. And I'm
Probably.
sorry you get your feelings hurt every time I bring
My
it up.
feelings aren't hurt. Don't flatter yourself. My feelings aren't hurt.
I'm sorry you get triggered.
I'm more concerned that a drunk weirdo has my boy's name on her mind.
Okay, but hang on. Hang on 1 second.
You're
Hang
unstable
on.
as fuck.
All right, Constance, but she did just say that she was sorry, and that was 2 years ago, and that she's
Sorry,
not
bud.
going to bring it up in the chats anymore to trigger you.
I'm
she's
going to
sorry,
try to be
bud.
nicer, yeah. And
No, you don't need to be nice.
Because that is
You're
hurtful.
me. Just leave
And
my
I wouldn't
boys
want it
out
with
your
my.
mouth.
I mean, when my daughter was brought into the YouTube saga, I didn't like it, and
Yeah.
it hurt my daughter really bad. Like it
You're right.
hurt her.
You're right, buddy.
My boys told her to
So-
get fucked. So
Connie,
my boys are smart. They
Well, I
can-
understand, but like
Connie.
we're gonna make a truce of it being
Yes.
over. It's gonna be over.
you keep me out of your mouth, and I'll keep you out of my mouth.
You can
But,
put me in your mouth all you want, not my boys.
Connie,
That's
Which
weird.
is that's what she's saying.
that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Talk shit
You're
on me all you
addressing
want
it.
to. Just leave my boys alone.
But if you
Exactly, she
continue
said-
to- if you continue to stir the pot with me, I will have fun with you.
I don't give a fuck. Hit me with your best shot, dipshit. I'm scared. I'm
That-
terrified.
Actually, when it comes to grown children and stuff, I don't agree with that. Like I said, it hurt my daughter to the
No.
bone.
You
So
shouldn't be
Without talking about
contacting
your
each other's
sons.
family, but still.
I would
But,
never contact
Connie,
them as
if you
kids.
continue to stir the pot with me, Betty knows I've made people cry.
Oh,
And
I doubt
will
you can
you
make me cry. I doubt
I
you
have
can make me
Liberator.
more up my sleeve that I haven't let you in on.
Mhm,
So I
right.
would recommend you not
Oh yeah. What
ATM.
the fuck ever.
lighting a match to me. I'm telling you.
yeah, and as she said, she does it to troll, and that's
I
what she
just
said.
torched it.
So
I
she
just
said
torched
she's
it.
not going to do it
Serious.
anymore.
I just torched it. There you go. I put a match to it. Now what?
So she's
Yeah,
not going to
I-
do it anymore. What else did you need to talk about?
That's it.
Because I might have to make her cry. But
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'll be nice.
Go ahead. Try. Just one time.
Oh, those forced mental health visits were fun, weren't they, Connie?
What are you talking about? Oh,
You know
you're
exactly what I'm
Nicolina's
talking
side of the tracks where I'll just say a bunch of stupid ass shit like Ernie does, and somebody will believe it. No, forced mental health visits. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sure.
Good try though.
You think
Next.
that stuff all the time, Constance. It expects everybody to believe you, don't you now?
I don't make shit up. I've got shit to back up what I say.
No, the shit that
Show
you
me
just
where I have
allowed,
forced mental
the
health.
shit that you just allowed Ash to play was a lot of whenever I would be triggered of the
Ash's
shit that they
channel?
would call me
Right.
a CP watcher, and I would be triggered and I would just shout out back to them on stupid
It
shit.
was
And it
Ash's
was
channel.
dumb. It was
I didn't
dumb.
allow her.
It was your
Okay,
playlist.
right. Okay,
It was your
wait.
playlist.
Can I, Constance? You just
Oh my
said that it was Ash's panel, right? Well,
Right.
it's my panel when I let Nicolina up there, and Nicolina says stuff, but then you want to
sell
blame
your
me.
soul
So,
to
how,
the devil?
so,
Go right
so
ahead.
how's
We're not going to
that?
stick around
So
for
how's
it.
that,
Sell your
bitch?
soul.
How's that?
There you go. That's fine. You know,
How
make
is
your bed,
that?
lay in it. You made your choice. You want to hang with the devil? Hang with the devil.
Well, right
People
now
are
I'm
doing
trying to
that.
I
make
did.
things better at this point.
Yep. So
And
there you go. Kelsey.
where you don't get trolled with that and nothing's said about that. But like I said, why you got a playlist of me with thanks shit? That's weird.
Betty Wash and
She's
other
a
creators.
possessive and she doesn't
Anytime
go
that I found a clip,
That is
Had
so weird. Do you think that's not weird? Of nothing
are you-
but lies about me,
you know what?
Constance?
If you're a
Do I have a
content creator,
playlist of you? Do I have a
You can have
playlist
one.
of you?
it's your option. If you want to, YouTube gives
I
you
would
the option
never
to
want
play it.
one.
Well, that's your.
I've never
that's
had
your
a problem with you. I've never
That's your
said a
choice.
bad word
I don't have a
about
problem
you.
with you either. I
Then
don't have a
why do
problem
you
with
put
either.
dank shit up when you know it's
Anytime I
bogus
see a clip,
bullshit?
when I was going through things, I just put them in clips. Just, you know.
Well, I would appreciate it if you privated that clip. I don't like it. The dude fucking stalked me for 8 years on
But then you
bullshit.
forgave him and said everything was
No, I
fine.
didn't forgive the motherfucker. I just blocked him the other day again.
Betty, I was here when you and Dank were kissy, buddy.
We wasn't kissy, buddy. We've never been.
Yes, you were.
I was trying to be nice. There's a difference.
Okay. Well, you
Constance,
forgave him.
I've been
just
trying
like
to
you
be
did with
nice to that
Alina.
motherfucker for 8 years. I did nothing to him. He came to me. He started stalking, harassing me. Okay? There's a difference. I didn't even know the guy. It took me 3 years to know who he was. So it would be nice if you took it off your playlist because none of it's fucking true.
It's just clips of your words, Betty. Not,
Of my words going back and forth with him, and it's stupid. They're so
Okay.
fucking old.
But
They're
it's not just
2017, 2018.
It's
Girl,
not just
get some new clips. You ain't gonna be able to
Well,
because I
see,
don't
this-
do nothing crazy. I
No,
don't
you
lash
don't.
out
It's
about
silly
what
shit that
people
makes me
do.
Giggle.
Yeah, I
Look,
don't
it's
say
historian
things
here.
like that anymore. I don't trigger and cry and have a problem when people do
No.
things to me because I'm pretty much used to it.
But Miss Historian here will tell you that clip channels are for history. They're a time.
That
a
history
time
for
against-
what? For calling me a child predator?
He didn't call
That's
you
not
child predator
history,
in there.
Connie.
I don't think he called you a child predator, the one I have.
The fuck it didn't. I saw it on there.
Connie, can you just not spin any more narratives? But I don't think that's in
You know
your
what narrative? You
vocabulary.
can spin a narrative.
I asked you 3 times now. Would you private that
No,
fucking
probably, I'm
video?
not. No, I'm a clip channel, and I document. I'm like an archive.
That is not
Bye.
your clip.
Bye.
That is not your clip.
I don't
And
want
there's
it to be my
nothing to be
clip.
documented, for
It's
fuck's
other
sake.
creators'
The FBI was at my home. Do you not understand
Betty,
this?
I have told you that 100 times. That I know that you did not mean that you looked at child porn, but you
I
said
didn't look at child porn.
that's what I just said.
I was
Betty.
trying to tell a story of what happened. My brain injury was very fucking fresh. I had over 100 and some people in my room talking to me while I was trying to talk. And I said, we. That's what I said. We. And I said, and you couldn't look away, meaning he couldn't look away.
Betty,
He's
it's
dead. Do you understand? That
I've
fucking
understood it.
sucks.
from the go. I've understood from go, but it's history, Betty. If it doesn't apply, like Kitty says, let it fly.
Listen,
If
you're
it's
asking
history.
Curious to stop with your son, right?
Yeah.
So
My
stop
son.
with the children
She
with
can do whatever the
me.
fuck she wants to
Stop
with me.
the children
You're
with
just
me. I love children. I would never watch children get hurt. I've been in court helping children. Okay?
I understand that, Betty, but it
on
doesn't.
being a victim.
No, you don't understand that because you're
Yes, I
not
do.
listening what I'm saying. I'm asking you, please. I've never done anything to you. I've never talked bad about you. I've never had a problem with you, and you still want to put that up there. Why?
History,
I asked you to
Betty.
please remove that video, that particular video. I don't
What
care about the
video?
rapping ones. I don't care about all the other ones. But that particular fucking clip where the FBI came to my home, that video.
But isn't that exonerating you that the FBI came to your home and exonerated you? Isn't that the one you should
Oh
want to
my
play?
God. No, because the way that you all play it is that I did it.
No, it says this is what you said, and the FBI came and said you didn't. That
No,
was
you
something
still
you
play
want.
the video from 2017. I seen it with me wearing my blue sweatshirt.
You just said it was the one with the FBI came.
No.
Yes.
It was what made the FBI come to my home. Are you not listening?
Betty, she thrives on this. She thrives on
No.
reaction. Connie,
Drunkie.
thank you. I haven't had a drink in almost 8 months.
Well, you
Next
couldn't prove it
week
by
will be
me.
8 months.
Ugh.
But,
You just have to
know,
do it all by yourself.
Will you
people-
please tell the chat how you went real life on and called the law and CPS on Andrew Hiltz?
Oh, I've said that many times. Sure did. Didn't tell
I
you.
know.
but
Tell
told them.
them.
So she's
Tell
a
'em.
victim bully, right?
I
She,
sure
she likes to
did.
be a victim and bullies.
And if
everybody.
anybody knows Andrew Hill, they'll
See?
agree with me. So there you go.
She's a real life.
That's not the point. I just asked you a question.
If you
Okay.
see a child in danger, you need to call. Absolutely.
God, I'm just so glad I don't have to live in the city.
Actually,
Kansas.
traders, she said that she would never do it again, and
I wouldn't
we're
do it
sitting here making a pact that it wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Connie to actually private that video that was taken out of context 8 years ago. 8 fucking years ago.
I
That has
bet
put me through hell and back, and had the FBI and the police at my home, and you still won't private the fucking video.
because Connie can't do it. It's not in her brain power to like do that kind of stuff. That's what we're dealing with, Betty.
No, what we're dealing with is a
Well,
grown-ass
she's not
woman.
going to,
She
Bird.
thrives on this.
She's not going to anymore. That's what we're talking about.
But she's worried about my brain capacity. I'm not the one that contacted your kids, weirdo.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Always
That's
been
the
the
deal.
Yes, let Markella
bullying.
speak. Please let Markella speak.
I agree with see something, say something, but unless you know 100% facts that child is being abused,
Markella,
neglected, or
do you know
whatever.
who Andrew
Let
Hilt
me
is?
finish.
Let her
Let me-
finish, please.
Let me finish. Unless you know 100% and have facts, then no call should be made. Y'all need to leave children out of your conversations.
No shit. Do you know who Andrew Hilt is?
Yes, I do.
I don't care.
But
Okay.
does that give me the right to call CPS
Listen,
on him?
Bird
no,
said
ma'am, it
right
don't.
here, Andrew has mistreated his girls on his lives. I have a playlist called Why I Called CPS, and it's my clips of Andrew
Okay, but
mistreating his
do it
daughter
different. Did it
over
do
doing-
and
any-
over.
Okay,
to
I'm
the
Did it
point
do
where
anything,
I was in
Connie?
tears. I was in
Did
tears.
it do any
And I
difference?
called.
Is the
Constance.
child still in his care?
Yes. You know why?
Okay, so
Constance,
nothing happened.
No,
I'm
you wanna
not
know why?
just
Let me
saying,
tell you
just
why.
Andrew.
Because I didn't
I
know
would
his
never
address.
call. I would never
did not know his
call.
address. They told me they couldn't do anything without an address. They told me to call the police. So I called the police, and the police said, it's not our job,
I
it's
understand,
CPS's job.
traders.
And I said, are you
I
fucking
would
kidding
never.
me? Neither one of you will do anything. And they said, no, go to CPS. It's their job. CPS said, we can't do shit without an address. So you know what I did then? I went to his newspaper and I said, something needs to be done.
Wow.
Because if
I would
someone's
never
is reporting something and
Wow.
nothing will be done, that's exactly what happened.
Wow, Connie, you're.
I would never do that. I would never.
Yeah,
I
you
would.
see
his
I do
his
not
daughter?
call people's kids. I
Have
do
you
not
seen
call
what he's done to his
grown
daughter?
kids. I don't even call people's
Wow.
family.
Talking about
Have you
kids,
seen what he
Connie.
did to his daughter?
Listen,
Call her on a little cunt. No door on her bedroom. She came out of the bathtub one day, Daddy, I need a towel. He told her, drip dry, because you can't use your mom's towels. She came in there, Daddy, I'm hungry. You're not eating right fucking now. And that time she came in there and wanted a hammer.
Yes,
And
caller.
the mom screamed at her, get the fuck out of here. You're not doing nothing right now. Fucking. And I'm like, no fucking way. No way. You do not talk to a child like that. You don't make her go hungry. You don't tell her to drip dry. You put a door on her bedroom. And I fucking called. Sure the fuck did.
You're gross, Connie.
okay,
That's
but
gross.
if you hadn't been on YouTube and in his room, you wouldn't have seen it.
Well, no shit.
And it's still going on. because you couldn't
Hey,
help
Betty,
the
I'm gonna
issue.
drop
You wouldn't
down.
seen
I
it.
can't stand this filth that's on panel with you.
Well,
so
go the
I'm gonna
fuck
get
away
off.
then. Go the
Yeah,
fuck away.
Goodbye, trash.
Goodbye, weirdo.
Is that the
traders-
only time you
I
get
traders
just
will
got-
tell
Is that
you
the
that
only
I
time
was
you get
legit
real
in
life,
calling that.
Constance?
Traders will tell you that I was
Cool.
legit. Traders and I, we've had our words. She will tell you that I was legit in calling that. If you see
Is that
something
the only time
bad-
you went real life, Constance? Have you called on anybody else? Called
Yes,
the
I
law
sure
or
have.
anything?
Yes,
like
I sure have. A lady named
Okay.
Shelly Joe Govar that was telling everybody that she was getting stalked by the Clintons, and she got a call one night on a live stream, and she said, oh my God, they're coming after my daughter. They're coming after my daughter. I said, call the cops. Call the cops. Well, she hum-hawed around and did a bunch of shit. And she said, they said they're going to get her. They're going to get her after school. I said, you need to call the cops. Guess who didn't call the cops? That dunk bitch. Guess who did? Me, because I was fucking worried about it. You know how long it took her to call the cops? 9 months. 9 months.
Hey, Pumpkin.
If you think I'm going to sit and let someone say that they're going to come kill your daughter and the cartel's going to get your daughter and she's not going to do anything about it, if you don't think I'm going to do something about it, you're out of your fucking mind. Sure the
This
fuck
is the
did.
thing, though. We have problems with
I
people
understand
going
that,
real
but I'm
life.
not just
If
talking
you don't
about
see
Andrew's
someone
kids.
beating legitimately
Verbal
beating,
abuse?
dragging, kicking.
No, Betty.
You're not listening,
No,
Connie.
I am. No, Betty. If you
If
see a
you
little
had
girl,
not
when
have
she's
been in that
hungry,
room, you would
if you
not have known.
no
And it
shit.
did no
Anytime a kid
good.
you, anytime you see
It
abuse, if
did
you
no
weren't there, you wouldn't have
good.
seen it. Anytime you see abuse, if you weren't there, you wouldn't see it. Well, if you weren't in that house, you wouldn't see it. Well, if you weren't in that car, you wouldn't have seen it. No.
Did it
But
do
if
you
you
any
see
good?
something, if you see something, you
Did
fucking
it do
say
any
something.
good? Go in real life. Did it do any good?
I don't know because I did not follow up with it. They might have went out there. I don't know.
Okay, well,
That's
if
not-
you was
I
so
did my job.
concerned, why
I
didn't you
did-
follow up all the
They're
way
not going to
till
tell me anything.
she got
They're not going
removed?
to tell me anything in a kid's case. I did my part.
Are you
At
worried
least if
today?
something happened-
Are you worried
Huh?
today?
Betty.
Are you worried today?
No,
Betty.
I haven't seen him do any crazy shit for this daughter for a long time.
Well, see, maybe you made a difference.
I don't know, but they're not going to tell me either way. But I'll tell you what,
But
I'll
maybe
do it in a
you made
fucking
a
heartbeat.
difference, though. You ever thought of that?
I don't know, Betty. I don't know. I just knew that I couldn't sleep with it on my heart. I had to tell somebody, and that way, if something happened to the kid down the road, I did my part. If they don't want to do anything, I can't make them do anything, but I did my part. So what else, Kels?
Oh, I'm just was asking if if you'd went real life on anybody else besides him.
No, just two people, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. If I
Okay.
think a kid's in danger, of real danger, and more people should fucking. And I think I'm probably not the only one that called on Andrew Hills. But yeah, there's I have a playlist, it's called Why I Called CPS on Andrew. And the video's in there. If they don't make you cry and make you turn your head and make you go, what the fuck? Then I don't know. And there was smacking sounds, but of course it was off camera. So you don't know if it was, a smack or a hit. But the little girl was crying. I mean, yeah. Many people will tell you that Andrew absolutely.
Betty, can you read back chat?
Yeah, honey.
Anything else, Markel? I mean, Kels Bells.
No, I usually hang on. I usually try to let everybody have, their saying, unless they're saying something just so bad that, it's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's horrible. Like,
Terry Baum said he's done terrible things with those kids online. Right. See, there's
well, like
more
I
than-
said, though, you should have, if you was going to do that, then follow up all the way.
They're
until-
not going to tell me, Betty. They're going to tell me it's a juvenile investigation.
But
and they
since
cannot
you
tell
said
me.
now that he hasn't done anything or talked
I
to
said I
her
haven't
like
seen
that,
him do anything. I do know that the daughter still doesn't have a door on her bedroom, which is a concern because he's a fucking weirdo. But
I did not bring up any kids. I said, did you call? I asked Constance if she's with real life, calling the cops or CPS on anybody. I didn't say anything about no kids. So chill, chat.
Bird said you could hear that daughter wail
thank
when
you,
her mom
Pumpkin, for
smacked her.
becoming a member. Thank you, honey. Hang on one second, ladies.
I made it right clear. My heart's full, no bull, y'all the MVPs here. Lifting me higher on this empire built on trust. Donations flew in, bam, dreams no longer dust. Thank you, my angels, for the stacks, the racks. Y'all turn my struggle into smooth sailing tracks. Loyalty, return, universe's favor won't lack. Thank you, my angels, y'all got the illest backs.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Tiffany Marie
All
said
right.
the call Constant made was warranted. I called the cops and TBI on Andrew's brother too. Bird said you could hear that daughter wail when the mom smacked the shit out of her. See, it's not just me that heard it. I mean, seen it. It was absolutely warranted.
I love my wigs. I love my ponytail wigs. I don't know why all of you have a problem with them, but I love them. So that's that.
Hey, Betty,
I'm
if
not
I've been on your
familiar
panel
with
before, I've been on your panel before, haven't I, Betty?
Yes, I believe so.
And you've been on mine. And
Yes.
chicks on your dick or whatever you got going on. I didn't just show up on panel to be relevant. I have my own channel, thank you, but I came up to ask
Well,
some
we don't have
questions,
cow
just like
farms.
anybody
I
has a
actually
chance to do.
I like
So-
women to come up and chat because that's
That's what I'm
what
saying.
this is about.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
we
Anybody
need,
can come up.
yeah, we need to have conversations and things like that. There's nothing that, isn't that what YouTube is for? Like, I don't understand. You know,
They're in.
I'm
They're
not
just
this
saying
horrible.
doing it to be
I'm not this.
relevant.
Yeah, I'm not this demon, horrible person, and I can forgive people. You know, and I do
Right.
get my feelings hurt as well. I'm a human. I mean, I am, and I also see when other people get their feelings hurt, and I will say what's right and what's wrong. I always have, in my
But I'm saying
opinion.
I just didn't come up here to be relevant. I'm a relevant person anyway, so
Yeah, I
there.
like I like I like everybody that's on my panel. I like people being. I'm very behind on the comments. Sorry, I'm very behind on the comments, and I think a lot of
I love my
times,
hometown of Dodge City, Kansas. I'm proud of my town, and we don't have cow farms. They're called feedlots, you dipshit. We have 2 packing plants. We have a cheese factory. We have a brewery, a distillery. It's pretty cool out here.
yeah, I live in the boonies, so we have a Dollar General and a convenience store. Facts. That's
The
it.
tallest building is a grain elevator, and there probably is more cows than people. I'll take you out to the scenic outlook one day and take a picture of it. But
I'm
I don't know
so
why-
behind on my chat. Okay, so anybody else, Markella, what all would you like to say, babe?
No, I was just saying that, unless you know that a child's being abused, you know, don't turn them in. Don't call CPS.
if you have the slightest hint that there's some shit going on, you
Who's
owe it to
timing people
children.
out?
Constant.
Hold on.
Constance, I'm not saying that. I'm saying unless you have actual proof. Proof. Okay?
Is video clips proof enough?
I'm not. Constance, stop. I'm not talking about Andrew's case. Okay?
Well, no shit. Of course you don't just think about it. Oh, they might be. No, I had proof. I have the clips. I have a playlist called Why I Called CPS on Andrew Hill.
Okay, but I just said I'm not talking about that case.
Okay. Well, then I don't know what your problem with me is. So
I'm not saying I have a problem with you. I just don't believe in, well, I don't like this person, so I'm calling CPS on him.
well, no shit. I don't either. I would
That's
never
what
do
I'm
that.
talking about.
I would
And
never do
kids-
that. Do you know how many
Kids
people have been
shouldn't
making calls
even
on?
be brought up in
Absolutely.
adult chats anyway.
Absolutely agree with you 100%.
Well,
Won't see
I
me
don't
contacting
care.
nobody's grown out son.
I don't care if they're adults or children. Leave them out. People need to quit going real life on people.
Right. My youngest told Nicolina when he contacted her, "What the fuck you want me to do? Tell my mom to stay off social media? You fucking idiot." What's he gonna do? What's my boy gonna do? Tell me to stay off social media? No.
Also, it was in the chat that you told people to call your son. Did you tell them to do that, Constance?
No, because
You did.
this is how you want.
Okay.
Remember, this is how it played out. Nicolina said she called my son. Why doesn't your son talk to you, Constance? And I said, I don't know, Nicolina. If you want to talk to him to get him to talk to me, that would be wonderful. But that was after she already contacted my son. And that is not not telling drunky curious idea to contact my son. I said, if you want to figure out what my son's problem was with me and his brother and the whole family, knock yourself out. Nicolina, being a smart ass. You know what being a smart ass is about?
Oh, yeah.
Nicolina, please go do that. But if she could have, got something worked out, fucking A, I would have cherished her till the cows come home. But that does not mean Connie was begging somebody to go talk to her son. Yeah, leave kids out of it. I would not contact anybody's kids. I do not contact anybody's kids. So that's all I was telling. Curious. Stop talking about my kids. It's fucking weird. And she doesn't seem stable. And she says, it's not just the way she says it. She does it in this weird little, Connie, do you notice I'm 1 degree separation? I'm just right behind you, Connie. Anna, Connie. I'm right there, aren't I? You don't know where I'm at, do you, Connie? Fucking weirdo.
Well,
That's
and you
all.
call her drunk when she has openly spoke about her sobriety, Constance. That's just not cool.
Well, stop
all.
acting like you're drunk and I won't call you drunk. Quit acting weird and I won't think you're drunk.
Connie, hold on a minute, please.
No, for fuck's sake.
Hold on. Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Betty, they're hiding people in chat, and I've been unhiding them, and they continue to hide them after I unhide them.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it. Who is it that's doing it?
I'll put it in that chat. Or I did put it in back chat. Sorry.
Because I'm trying to let everybody have a voice. Curious, can you please stop blocking people? Can you please stop timing
Everybody-
people out?
Everybody farts. Everybody poops. Everybody pees. I had a context for a while. If you could spot the fart in my original video, I'll give you $50. It was kind of like a hidden Easter eggs. Where you had to listen through my whole live stream and just wait for me to fart. And if you could pin the timestamp that I had, I'll give you $50. How's about that?
TM, it's not that. It's that when she called, I don't know if it made a difference or not because they did not go to the home and
They
she
didn't have an
wasn't
address.
able to do her research to find out where they lived in order to make sure that somebody could go there and take care of it. And she said that now he doesn't talk to her that way. He doesn't act like that.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. I can't imagine.
She hasn't heard it.
Yeah, I haven't been over there. No.
But nobody's saying that don't call. Listen, like I was showing on my Rumble, that you can tell when a child is being abused, and I showed the difference. When they're grabbing them by their hair, they're slapping them in the face, they're beating on them, they're kicking them. That's the abuse, okay?
Verbal abuse is
There's
just
also, I'm getting there. There's also verbal abuse, but a lot of times CPS is not going to rip a child out of a home over verbal abuse. They may give them like counseling, or they may not do nothing at all, because right now, I don't know if you know, but like some kids are even if they are taken, they're being put into storage places, with a bunch of beds and shit, and they're in the worse shape than they was when they was at their home. It's just like,
I just know I couldn't sleep at night. I did my part. If something happened to that little girl the next day and I didn't call, I would never be able to live with myself. So I called and let them handle it from there. If there's something going on, they'll figure it out.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
But yeah, I absolutely did think that there was a bigger issue if, because I had the guy's name. I knew the town he lived in, and he's well known by the police. That's why CPS said, well, have the police
They asked for
generate
a
a
link
report.
too, Betty. They asked for a link too, Betty, honey.
Oh, you're
They
welcome.
asked for a link.
Who
No,
did?
that pumpkin person that you just said asked for a link
Oh, okay.
earlier. I don't.
I'm
They
sorry.
said go to the police and
I'm
ask them
trying
to
to get
do a
through my
report.
chat.
And that way we could get an address. So I went to police, and the officer told me, that's not our job. That's CPS. You need to call CPS. And I was pissed that they were passing the buck. I was like, maybe this is why kids fall through the cracks. Well, I could show you the email I sent to the newspaper. But anytime you say YouTube, people just kind of ignore you anyway. So,
Well, because so many people call on people. And so when the real thing comes around and it's something really bad, they're not even going. They're not even looking a lot of times.
and I have a whole
sad.
playlist.
That's really
of the person
sad.
who's doing that. And you know who's doing that? It's not me. That would be Nicolina. And I have a whole playlist of her threatening to do it and doing it. So don't preach to me. It's not me
I'm
that's,
not preaching. Do you hear me preaching?
Well, whatever. Some people are preaching.
I'm just talking. I'm just having a normal conversation. That's it. I'm just being my normal self, having a normal conversation. Okay, you can shut your camera off, babe, if you want to.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Great. How are you, honey?
Good. So, I wanted to steer the conversation a little bit because I kind of came in really late. People are talking about kids. Like, I don't know what's going on. Constance, thank you for your input. Curious. Miss Markella, you're so wonderful. We adore you over here.
Thank you.
Just to go maybe on like a lighter topic right now, because I feel like sometimes people take over your stuff, Betty, and I don't love it. Like as a viewer, I want to hear you talk.
I know. I'm trying to let some of these ladies be able to get whatever is the problem out with each other, because
I've said
I
all I
think
had to say.
being
I
an
took that
adult,
down.
no, you're fine. I think being an adult, you can talk things out. You don't have to hate. You know,
Exactly.
I don't hate
Yeah, but
anybody
it's
on this platform.
well, and that's wonderful, and that's why everyone's over here, right? However,
Mhm.
it seems like the majority of other people hate everybody else, right? So like there's
Right.
obviously a division, and that's fine, but and that's okay to express yourself and share your views or your feelings. But like attacking someone for their sobriety is not okay. Okay, it's just not.
No,
No, that's
And
not.
majority
I
of all
think the
these
same
ladies are,
thing.
yeah, but all these ladies are much older than me. You know, I just turned 40 and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what is wrong with you, lady? What is going on? I thought y'all were a little bit better than that, except, you know, like, come on, have some respect for the host. And then also the people in the chat, like, come on.
Thank you.
Well, like I told Constance, I've always liked her. I've never had a problem with her. And she has a playlist of a guy that's literally stalked me for 8 years, and it took me 3 years to find out who he was.
There's 3
Made my
videos
life a
of the
living
whole playlist.
hell.
There's
And
only 3 videos, Betty, of Dank. There's only
I
3.
asked her if she would
playlist.
private them,
She won't.
and
Private
because it does hurt me, and it's not fun, the shit I
Yeah.
went through for no reason. I
watch
did
them, then,
nothing.
Betty. Don't watch
No,
I
them.
did
I remember.
nothing,
I remember.
Constance. I did nothing.
I mean, respectfully, Constance Sue, you know, I'm not your biggest fan, but I don't like hate you. I think you've done a lot of wonderful content. You've shared a lot of information amongst many other creators, a lot of really rotten people. But you know, if someone comes to you politely and says, "Hey, you know, could you understand where I'm coming from? Maybe consider it." Like, is that okay?
I'll consider it. I'll consider it. But where I come from is an archivist, historian point of view.
her actions.
Flip
So
channel.
And I understand.
Do you think
I
that
understand,
it's
but do we want to?
gonna
do-
be
do
off
we
his
wanna
channel?
continue-
It's never gonna be off his channel, you know.
No,
Yeah,
she's
like
not
Dave
gonna
Williams is
let
an
it go.
idiot.
Even if I don't say anything more about anything, she'll continue this cycle. Constance, you can say I'm crazy. You can attack my sobriety. You can call me drunk.
See, you're already sounding crazy.
Let me
But-
say this to everyone in the chat who's listening. I show it by my actions. She shows it by her actions.
Absolutely.
That's, I hope, Constance, one of these days you wake up on your vitriol.
Back at you, ditto. Right to you too. Yes, ma'am. I'm not the one contacting people's children. You need to wake up, ma'am, not me.
Okay.
I
What
keep
she's
it on
gonna do
YouTube.
is do this
I
victim
keep it on
mode.
YouTube. If I'm going to do anything to you,
Right.
it's going to be right here, just you and me, just like this, calling you drunkie or something like that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to contact your children. You
She's
fucking
going to
weirdo.
show the world that she has to hit low by attacking a person's sobriety.
Oh, as opposed to their son. As
See, I'm
opposed to
not cool with
contacting
that.
their
A
son.
lesson to everyone that
you
has
know,
a
you
Opposed to
guys.
contacting your son, though,
It's
which is
useless.
lower.
See, that's not being an
Attacking
adult, right?
sobriety or my son.
But we shouldn't be doing that. Like, what is wrong with you people? Seriously, what is wrong? What is wrong with
Right.
you? Who
But I will
raised
keep
y'all?
it on
Like,
YouTube.
seriously, who raised you?
I will
You
keep
know,
it on YouTube.
In the real
in my
world,
culture,
She's going to make
in-
me cry, remember? She's going to make me cry. But I can't
you
call
know-
her drunkie.
no, I would love for you guys to look up what philotimo means in Greek. And none of you have that, except Miss Betty, Miss Kels, Miss Markella, and Miss Curious Idea does. So
Well, when I'm
look it up.
perfect-
Take time to read and listen what philotimo means. Okay,
When
and
I'm-
start
when you're perfect,
a
I'll be
reflecting on that within yourself. Because see, all of you with the kids, with the this, with the that, it's like it's bullshit. Calm the fuck down. You don't know these people in real life.
And she was the one that
I have not talked
contacted
about
my
nobody's
children,
kids. My
right?
kids got. I got asked for my
Yeah,
kids
Kel,
to be
I
used
love
as
you, Kel.
content. So
I love you,
have a-
Kel. You're wonderful.
There's something severely lacking in this one. You
I
know,
don't
wait,
even know
I'm
who you are,
glad
honey,
because of
but
us.
thank
Oh,
you.
wow. You know, Constance, a lot of people can say the same about you. You have
Yes, absolutely.
truly, truly, truly.
What they
Your
can't say is I
obsession
contacted
over
the kids.
Nicolina, because you
What
had
they
to mention her
can't
earlier,
say-
is fucking weird.
What they
Yes.
can't say is
You
I
guys are
contacted
weird.
their children.
Okay, I
It's
can't
called
hear nobody.
obsessive
Y'all
compulsive
talking over each
disorder.
other.
You got to look it
No,
up.
Well,
it's called
first of all, by
hyper-focus.
me First of
It's
all,
called
Bite Me, it's not
hyperfocus.
her material. It is Dink Williams' material, and it was
Yeah.
there to hurt me,
Just
and
said,
it
I
brought the
got that
was.
FBI to my home.
You didn't say my
That's
material.
another obsessive compulsive weirdo, right? Like,
No, it's called
it-
hyper-focus. Remember
Yeah, she's
hyper-focus,
hyper-focused
which is
on
still 10 steps above
Can you get me
contacting
one of
someone's
these?
grown son. I would rather be
you.
hyper-focused as a motherfucker.
Constance,
than
I
to
understand that.
contact
I
grown
really
son.
do. Constance, I really understand that. A lot of us do. Like, here's the thing. I think a lot of the time, because you guys are you go online all the
I'm very
time.
effective at any job
You
I do.
express-
I am hyper-focused. I get the job done. And
Miss
get the job
Constance, can I please finish my thought really quick? I'm
done.
sorry.
Yeah, possibly. Go ahead.
If it's okay with you. I think you guys forget as being a viewer, because you're online, you have a voice, people know who you are. You all have been doxxed, like everybody knows everybody, right? But I think
doxed
when you
myself.
either way, what I'm saying is, as a viewer, right? As a viewer, you guys forget that point of view. Okay. So not everybody really feels you and can side with you with your, which I am saying is obsessive with, for instance, your playlist.
don't
Now,
have
however,
to.
I
They
do
just watch
respect your frustration with someone calling your adult kid. I would
Right.
lose my goddamn mind.
They don't have to watch me. But you know what what my live was today was over? The subscribers getting caught in the middle of the bullshit. That's what my live
Right.
was about today.
Oh, okay. I haven't been online all day, but I will
I
go
don't
back and
expect
I'll
you to
watch that. I would love to.
Well, because all we really did was laugh at balls and it went way off track, but we tried.
We love balls.
Yeah.
really like a lot.
Balls are fun.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
So to sidetrack you guys on a lighter note, I know there's a lot of women in this community that are a little bit older than me. I'm going through perimenopause now. My hot flashes are getting really, really bad, and I'm having one as we speak. And I was like, I gotta
They
ask
suck.
Betty. I need to
got
ask
this
the girl.
fan.
You there?
I got this fan on me at all times, girl.
That's what I think.
No, there needs to be like
all the time.
I feel
24/7,
something-
365.
oh my God, but no, I feel like I'm just a little too young for it to start, and I'm dying.
I think I was about 40 when I started getting the hot flashes, the mood swings, like
Yeah.
the different variations. And then now it's been like 9 years. And I
Mhm.
think I think about 50 to 53, I'll probably be done with it. So I'm at
Right.
the ending of the menopause, and it does suck because
So
some
lucky.
days you'll be crying, some days you'll be happy, some days you want to rip people's heads off, you know.
Mhm.
Sounds like
um,
fun. I'm not looking forward to this.
right? It's not fun.
No.
And on those
Well, I haven't
days,
called you. I haven't bothered Miss Betty because Betty, if people like to know, Betty is a wonderful person, and I'm
Oh.
saying this from my personal experience with her because I had reached out to her about a very personal situation, and she actually helped me get some information regarding that. But she's also helped with kind of coping with the situation. My mom died a couple years ago, and like the world is just kind of crumbled in. And you know, when I was able to go talk to Miss Betty about it, you know, sometimes we just kind of we take a leap of faith because we don't know you guys. We're just the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So- and then she helped me, and I haven't bothered her because things have not gotten 100% better. But just having that love and support when you don't have your mom around anymore, it really helps, especially if you're
And-
going through menopause.
yeah, and I lost mine. I lost mine as well. It'll be in 2
Yeah.
days. It'll be 11 years. So I feel you. I could cry with
Yeah.
you. You know.
I know.
I can
I know.
feel you.
You did. So yeah, it's been a rough couple years, and then now I'm like going through the premenopause, and I'm like, ugh. So like
Oh
when
my
I tune in,
goodness,
like it's okay.
Raylan.
Like I
Raylan, you're old enough to be my child. I didn't even know that.
yeah, Raylan, I
My
believe is
son's
younger than
gonna be
everyone.
32. Yeah, my son's going to be 32 this year. Oh my
Oh my
goodness. now
God,
I feel
Raylan is so
old.
young. I have a
She's
little sister,
baby.
12 years younger. Yes, she's as old as my baby
Oh.
brother.
She-
Oh my gosh, that's so wild.
She's
yeah,
a
I
good
used to
one,
be the
though.
youngest in the room, and Yeah, Raylan's sweet. She's funny. She's super funny.
She is, but she won't come
All
up
of you
no
guys,
more.
all
it's
of them.
Pumpkin. I finally saw your
I understand.
username. I'm like, who is this person talking? I don't know who it was.
I got your back, girl, with the sobriety, and you're
Oh.
super smart, curious, very intelligent. I love when you come up and speak.
Connie,
I do.
Yes, we
I hope
did.
you can eventually let things go. I'm not trying to be to attack you.
I hope you can quit contacting grown children.
That's been
You're
2
way
years,
below me, honey.
Constance. That's been
When
2
you stop
years.
being a
Don't tell
fucking
me either.
weirdo, I might let it go. Okay.
She just would troll you with it. That's what we're
Yeah.
getting over right now.
I-
We're not going to
Thing
do
is,
No,
that.
like, I
she's
feel
not
lost
getting over it.
talking on the internet.
No, she said she's not going to talk about it. She's
I'm not going
not.
to talk about it, but I can hold up to my end of the bargain.
Anytime you bring up me in any aspect,
she can't.
when you bring up me in any
All right,
aspect,
let's do
remember, I'm
something.
not the one
Why would I
to contact
bring
the
you
children.
up? The only
All right,
reason
let's do something.
I start
Let's do something right now.
is if
Let's
you're
make a
gonna
pact.
attack
Let's make a pact.
us. Like,
It
what-
doesn't matter if you
Sorry.
guys like each
It's been a
other or
beautiful
not.
day, too.
Okay? It doesn't matter if you guys like each other or not. Let's make a pact that anytime Curious sees you or
I'm just gonna
you see
ignore it.
each other, that you can just ignore each other and not say anything about no children, no nothing, or nothing to trigger or troll. And let's make a pact on September 6th, 2024, not to do that because it is hurtful. It is hurtful.
And I'm trying to be
It doesn't
nicer,
hurt me one
but,
bit. Except for her to
No,
talk
it
about my
hurts.
son. Talk shit on me all you want to. Call me whatever you want to. Make me cry.
I know,
all
Connie,
you,
you
want to.
say it doesn't hurt, but it hurts.
Betty,
Trust me. I know.
I've already been initiated to YouTube. There's
toxic.
nothing Miss Nut Job over here can do
Toxic.
to make me cry.
But it hurts
She
though.
keeps it on
It's
YouTube.
still,
You know,
if you would
she called me
listen, if it
fat.
didn't hurt, you wouldn't be up here saying something. It hurts.
About my children. I'm here for my children, Betty. That's why I'm here.
Right. And that's why I
Talk about my
said we
children.
need to make
Yeah.
a pact
She can say,
not to
quit talking
talk
my children.
about
She can call me whatever she
your
wants.
children to you anymore. Just ignore
Right.
one another.
She can say whatever she
And-
wants to about me. I don't give a shit.
But this is
Right,
the
but
thing.
Constance, Curious
We're trying
is
to fix
willing to
it.
compromise here. Can you do that?
We're trying to fix it where it don't happen no more. I don't want it to happen no more.
Yeah. Do you want to move on? You want to move forward? Like, come on.
I'm not in any place stuck except for her talking about my children. If
Okay,
she'll
but
quit doing that,
we're stopping that
But
right
we're
now.
trying to,
right.
but it
We're
sounds
stopping that.
like some they're
Okay,
trying
then we're
to
fine.
let's fix it, right? Like that's what
Yeah,
Betty's
yeah.
trying to do. If you don't want to, that's fine. You and
No.
Curious can talk on the side. That's
I
fine,
don't
but
ever.
whatever.
I didn't do anything to her. I did not do anything to her. She's the one that contacted my children, so she would stop doing that. Stop bringing them up. I don't care what she's supposed to do.
Congratulations.
And it happened one time or whatever. I don't
happened
know
more
the
than
entire
one
situation,
time.
but we need to move on
Congratulations,
from it.
More
Scarlett.
than one time. More than one time.
No.
Okay, but how about this? It happens no more. No more.
That's why-
No matter what.
Exactly.
No matter what happens. No
That's
matter
the-
what.
That's on
That
her.
will not be brought up at
Right.
all.
That's on
Nothing
her.
about.
And Curious, Miss Curious, is that oh you're good for that? Like you want that this is good?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any faith in Constance because she's shown me
There-
over
see?
the years who she
There you
is.
go. Well, whatever. Don't have faith in me.
That's fine, but you know what? We're all responsible for ourselves, not
Right.
anybody else. So either
Right.
you're not going to contact someone's kids or you are. And Miss Constance, are you going to continue to go on about the thing or not? You know, like, come on.
If she goes on it,
Let's
if
grow
she
up. Let's
keeps
grow up
talking
a
about
little
my
bit, guys.
kids, if she keeps going on about my kids, I'll go on about it. If she shuts up about my kids,
I'm-
we're done here.
Perfect. Wonderful. Agreed. Right?
you go.
No
Agreed.
shit talking kids. Come on.
That's
Yep,
all I
on
ask.
9/20,
Leave my
9/6/2024. No
Even if
more
you
talking
believe
about
it.
There's a-
and trolling or hurting or
Yeah,
anything
you,
about the children at all.
You know.
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
your mental
Wonderful.
health- Mental health.
Call me a Sasquatch. Call me a fatty. I don't care. Just leave my
Yeah.
kids alone.
Okay, I will. And if you can
Okay.
leave my calling me a drunk or mental health stuff out of your mouth too.
That would
Well,
be
no,
nice.
Yeah, let's
That would
not
be
do
nice.
that.
No,
Constance.
no, because
Because-
what's the difference? If she calls me fatty and a Sasquatch and I call her drunk,
No, you're not going to call each other
I'm not.
anything. You're not going to call each other anything.
I'll tell you what, just leave my kids
Exactly.
alone. Leave my kids alone.
Right.
and that's all
I'm not
that's
even
all I want from
talking
you.
about it, lady.
And leave her
I'm not even
sobriety
talking about
alone. And then you don't call each other names. Just don't talk to each other.
I'm at a total
Exactly.
of 6
It's not
people
that
that have
hard.
Hey, Amber.
nothing but attacking my sobriety. This is the
Oh,
only place
wow.
I've
Thanks, baby.
determined in the
Sobriety.
world that
My
people attack another
sobriety.
person's sobriety.
Constance,
Okay,
really.
What if I cried about being a fat ass? But you called me fat. You
But
called
you
me
might
fat.
behind
We're all
closed
little
doors.
chunky,
We don't
it's
know.
okay.
Eataholic is a problem.
I mean,
Exactly.
I cried. I
Yeah,
cry when
huh?
I've got.
Don't they
Listen,
have like eataholic
Constance, if you say you
CPAs?
don't cry because you can't fit into clothes or something, you're lying because I have. I've cried.
Amen, sister. Amen.
I'm 400 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall. I wear
No,
boo-boos
you're
all
not
day.
400
Damn.
pounds.
Here's
I
the
have-
thing.
I
The
wear
only
full
way
body
that
You're
Constance
not
will get over
400
Tara's
pounds.
issue
Everything.
is
But
if
Miss
she would
Constance,
leave
I'm
you
sure you're
alone,
very beautiful,
Constance would
right?
be her friend tomorrow.
No,
That would
I'm
be
a
the thing.
Sasquatch.
So what does any of that matter? Like, why are we dogging people
You're
for
a
their
beautiful
looks? Come on.
woman,
Exactly.
Connie. You don't
You tell
need to
me.
say stuff like that. Don't belittle yourself. Put yourself down because, listen,
No, like,
I've looked in the mirror and I've
If I'm a
cried.
fat ass,
I've
I'm a
looked at
fat
my
ass.
body and I've
Betty,
cried.
you're so beautiful. Betty, you're
Because
so
you were a
beautiful.
skinny girl. That's the
I
difference.
have
If you're
though.
skinny
No,
and you get fat,
no, that's the
devastating.
thing. People would say
Yeah.
that.
Really,
Betty, you need to eat a
Constance?
hamburger.
Really, you're gonna
You
say
know,
that right now?
they would like
If
make
you're a
fun
skinny
of my
girl and you
weight.
get fat, it hurts your. I mean, it's devastating. I've been fat since I was in kindergarten.
Constance,
No,
not
I
me,
agree.
but I got fat in the last few years. I went from an 8 to a 16. Like, I'm married, but
But if you've always
to
been
a chef,
We
fat,
get
of course.
that's
comfortable,
you,
we
right?
get married,
I haven't.
We gain the weight,
But
and then
people
we
have
look at
it.
ourselves and we cry.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna lie and
Yeah.
say you don't cry about nothing, Constance, you're
Oh, I
lying.
cry about things, but my weight's not one of them. I've been fat
Okay,
since
it might
kindergarten.
not be
That's
your
good.
weight,
That's
but it's other
wonderful.
things. You still cry. You have a
Yeah,
human
but we shouldn't
heart.
be attacking people's looks, sobriety, their children. Like,
Right.
come on. There are a
Nothing.
million reasons why we may dislike somebody based on the internet, off of white YouTube. And it's for it's usually the shit they say, right? We don't
Yep.
know for sure that this person called this person's this, that, and the other. Like, we
Amen.
just don't
We're
know.
all dolls. We're all
fucking
beautiful.
taking
All
all
of
your
us.
fucking words for it. Yeah, so I take everything with a grain of salt unless I see
Amen.
proof.
That's right.
So
Amen.
but as far as like attacking our looks and shit, like I am a beautiful ass woman. I know that.
Amen.
I don't need
That's
you
right.
people to tell me the difference. Okay, like I don't. But it's
But,
nice to be
Betty,
recognized for being
sorry, guys,
attractive,
I gotta
right?
jump down.
It is.
Betty, I've got
Uh-huh.
to jump
Oh,
down,
hi,
honey. My
Kels.
son's
Bye,
called me like 3
Kels.
times.
Okay,
But
well,
he
you
said
have
Oh
a
five
good
yeah,
times
you
I
night.
can
got
talk to him.
and he's
Charlotte
working.
and I
Yeah, he's
talk
working
Miss
regular.
Kels.
We
every
don't know
time we see each other.
about 3 times in a row. So that lets me know something's wrong. If they call 3, that's our thing to each other. If they call
Okay.
like
Yeah,
3 times
yeah.
back to back, yeah.
Yep,
Thanks for
that's
letting
my
me up,
thing
Betty.
too. Yep.
Y'all have a good
Bye,
night.
Miss Kels.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
Sasquatch does
Thanks
not
for
go to
coming
jail.
up.
When was the last time you seen a Sasquatch?
I love
at
you,
the jail?
Betty.
I love you too, sweetheart.
You're not a Sasquatch. Stop it. I
I am a
wish I was
Yeah,
6
you're
foot. I'm
not.
5'4".
Do you know what a
You're
Sasquatch
beautiful.
looks like? Constance, I've seen you. You're a beautiful woman.
But do we really know? We don't
And
really
you're
know
right,
what a
yeah.
Sasquatch looks like.
no, I'm talking about
That's-
Constance. I know what
Hey,
she
man,
looks like.
Betty
She's
is
a
a
beautiful
real-
woman.
She is beautiful.
We're all dolls.
But we don't need to
people
tear
need
each
to
other
realize
down.
you're all dolls, you know? You're dolls.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Aw, that's so sweet, Betty.
Mhm.
And see,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
true.
saying
That's-
is if people loved
Yeah.
each other more, and I have to say this too. Now I feel bad because, I said some things about, Peachy that I probably shouldn't have said, but I was
Mhm.
mad. And I'm going to apologize for it. I'm going to say,
That's good.
you know what? I was wrong because that's not me. It's really not.
Mhm.
I don't like to tear other women down in any way,
No.
shape, or form. And I don't want to go to bed and feel bad about it and have to ask
Good.
God to forgive me.
Mhm.
We were talking about our
And the
CPS
same
call.
thing with Ash, even though she calls me racist
Stop
and
it, Constance.
everything
Yeah.
else, I really
Regardless
feel
of
bad.
what I
And
do.
so I apologize for, what I said to Ash and how I felt about Ash. And at least
Right.
I'm the bigger woman and I can
Mhm.
apologize.
And
I
to
do.
have her CPS call
I
talk about
respect that.
one way or another.
I
that just
love
to
that
her,
about you, Betty.
that was
We don't know
that was
that.
like,
We don't know your. What the fuck?
It was in Betty's chat. It was on Betty's panel tonight.
Yeah, but it's not anymore.
Look,
That's not my battle to fight.
you're right. No. But yeah, oh my God, this place is crazy. I could never. Yeah, and I popped my cherry tonight for you, Betty. I had
Thank
to.
you. I appreciate that. I do.
You know, there's a lot of you creators that I fucking love. I love Nicolina. I don't care what anybody says. I love her. I love her because she speaks her mind. I love Betty because she speaks her mind. Constance, there are things about you that I adore. I really do, because you speak your mind. Curious Idea, you speak your mind. I don't have to agree with you guys 100% of the time, but I really love the people that you show us who you are. Now, I don't love the bullshit going on. I don't love that you guys, you know, will corner in on one person. Like even Ernie, like I fucking hate that guy. I'm sorry, I do. He's no.
Oh,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
like Ernie. I don't like
You guys,
Ernie.
that HIV thing is very personal to me.
That's
My
very
uncle died
serious.
of
Yeah.
AIDS, okay? Like, and he
And
was
he was
riddled
spreading
with
it
cancer.
around like it was nothing. He was telling women on here that
But
he
it's
didn't
such a
have
serious
nothing.
thing. Yeah, well, my
And I
best
saw
friend is
that one-
That's why
with
we need
HIV.
you to know.
I'm really
Very
worried
serious.
about
Right.
one because she said now she has to get checked because he lied to her, and that scares
Yeah.
me.
If we didn't
Right.
tell
Oh,
him, he
God.
wasn't going to. It was a community service. Absolutely. I
That
don't have
was-
no problems about that at all.
That
Right, it's
was-
not a
yeah,
joke.
it's
It's
not.
not funny.
And
You don't.
Yeah,
No, it's
We
not
need
funny.
to
people's
have a little
lives.
bit
Save
more
lives.
respect.
We could have saved lives.
Right, but we should
Honestly.
not be
Amen.
making fun of anyone
I
with
don't make
HIV.
fun of
And
it.
I
No,
find
it's not funny. I call it
No,
the
I'm
high
not saying-
five, babe.
respectfully,
high
I'm not
five.
saying that you guys, right, but I'm not saying that you
Yeah.
guys have made fun of anybody. I'm saying there have been some people, and it just bothers me so much because you know, again, your viewership, right? You don't know how these things touch us, right? A death, you know, some of us don't handle that shit well. It doesn't matter. It's just like we need to be a little bit more mindful of how we come across and shit that's coming out of our fucking mouth. Right. And you know, I hate Ernie. I fucking hate that motherfucker. I do. Because he spread an illness around that is so severe and it changes your world for the rest of your fucking life. Okay. And
Yeah.
and people hide it. And I know this, like from personal experience. My uncle did not
This
tell
is
us
the thing.
he
Did
was
you
on his
know, Pumpkin?
deathbed.
Did you know, Pumpkin, that they're saying that maybe that Miss what is her name? The lady that he was staying with, they're saying that she might have been the one to turn him actually in.
Well,
Is
good.
what they're saying. Even
Good
though the
for-
girls
good.
called and stuff, even though Nicolina called,
Yeah.
they're saying
Yeah.
that before
Yeah.
she called,
Yeah.
Helms called.
Huh.
No, what they said was,
Well, maybe.
Nicolina and Markella called, and then when she got pissed and said, "Ernie, you got to go," and what probably happened was Ernie said, "Fuck you, I'm not going to go," and she called the cops.
Yeah.
But
Or
Viper
more
did
like,
today.
no, you know how Ernie is.
Well-
Come on. He's like, you know, girl, you know,
Like,
I didn't do anything
you know,
wrong. Don't believe
Viper
them.
did give
I'm not
Markella
trying to give
Nicolina
a pass, but what I said though, you know, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even say nothing really bad, but I just feel bad because I'm just not that person.
Yeah.
I'm not that person
No.
anymore. I'm not. I try to drag people, but I
Betty,
feel
you
bad
were
about
never
it.
that
What do
person.
mean
You just
about
had to
that?
stand your ground
You're
and
gonna
speak
bring
your
it for
mind. That's
CPS?
okay.
Well, then don't be, then don't cry when your kids get brought up there. If you can't leave Peachy's kids alone, then why would you expect anybody?
But nobody's bothering.
What
No,
are
no,
you
no, no,
talking
no,
about?
no. Let's cut that off right now. I don't want to talk about her
I'm
kids.
not. I'm
I don't
not
want to talk
messing with
about
her
her
kids. Nothing.
at
Yeah.
all.
I'm just addressing
Period.
Jimbo.
Constant, please.
Oh,
I
oh.
love you. I'm giving you love right now. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah.
You know, we're having a conversation. Let's not. You know, I don't like Peachy. I don't know her, but the actions that she's made online is not somebody that I would want to be associated with. Now,
Well,
again, she could
self-esteem,
say,
let's not.
"Oh, fuck you, bitch," because you like Nick. But you know, I love Nick because she owns up to her bullshit. Point blank. Period.
I got
To me,
proof
yeah.
otherwise.
And I'm just saying,
and
for
that's
me,
but that's
for
your
me,
experience with her, not mine.
For
Right.
me, I just feel bad. You know, I asked a question as to what, you know, because I wanted
Yeah.
to know, like, what did they have in store for Markella? Even though
Yeah.
But
people
Betty,
are
you didn't
saying,
ask the question.
oh,
You were
nothing,
shitty.
nothing.
You were shitty.
And
You're like, what are you
no,
gonna do?
I came on live whenever I first started the other day, and I
Mhm.
said, what does this mean? What is this?
Yeah.
I went over
You're
it many
shitty about it.
times, asking the
Right.
question.
You
It
weren't
didn't
No,
nice
have
yeah, I
to
anything
listened
to
to
do
that.
with Katie
You
or
weren't nice
nobody
and calm
else.
about it.
I
Be
asked
honest.
what treatment did
Yes.
they have?
Well, exactly, and that's exactly the way that I took it as well. And again, from the viewer's standpoint, what the hell are you saying? What do you mean
What
the
she was
treatment?
saying was,
Like,
you're going to end
answer
up
the
just like
question.
what Nicolina did to them. She's going to do to you. That was the.
And
then
she
why
never
wasn't
got
that
CPS called,
clarified
so
to begin
therefore
with?
it was not clear as to what
Imagine,
they were
right?
even saying.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
And then they say
Exactly.
don't talk about children, but that's what was said.
Right.
It's children.
Exactly.
So I
But there
didn't
was no clarity.
understand why.
But it would get
Why
the
was it
same.
Well,
even
wasn't it
brought
considered
up?
vague? It was a vague kind of statement, right?
But also,
So,
it wasn't just saying,
what do
hey,
you
what do you
mean?
mean by that?
Hang on,
That
I
wasn't
can
how
only
it
hear
was.
one
They're
at a
like,
time.
what the fuck you mean by that? What the fuck she mean by that? What she mean by that? Well, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's a question.
I don't think
Well, you're
I don't
skinny,
feel
and-
that Betty was out of line because she was asking, "What did you mean by that? What do you mean treatment? What the fuck are you talking about?
And
What are you
then
going to do to her?"
Ash, yeah, and then Ash came in being a bitch to me, and I was a bitch back to her.
Well, then don't be mad when Katie's
Thank
a
you,
bitch
Charlotte.
back. I mean, if
No,
everybody's
the
a
thing
bitch,
she went too
can't be a
far
bitch.
tonight. Whether you believe it or not, she went too far.
Wait, what?
My heart's full, no bull, y'all the MVPs here. Lifting me higher on this empire built on trust. Donations flew in, bam, dreams no longer dust. Thank you, my angels, for the stacks, the racks. Y'all turn my struggle into smooth sailing tracks. Loyalty, return, universe's favor won't lack. Thank you, my angels, y'all got the illest backs.
Thank you, Charlotte, for becoming an angel. Go ahead.
I love that, Betty. That was awesome.
Truth hurts, you don't have the
That was
full
a
story
cute
there
song. I
either.
love it.
So until you know the full story, don't speak about it.
No, I
Yeah,
spoke
exactly,
about it
right?
because
Like,
it was
I don't know
an
what's
actual
going on.
question. It was an actual
Well,
question.
Right. Yeah, it was. The entire live was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?" So,
It
that's
could
what
have
I
been different
remember.
if
That
it
was
was
what, the
like,
other day?
hey, if it was like, hey, Markella, be careful because Nick may put you through the same thing she put, or I think she put me through, because there's nothing that says that Nick did it and she didn't do it. And she's been very
Exactly.
adamant about saying she didn't. And when she does shit, she says she does it, period. She says, I did it.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when Roger Brown? Remember when somebody called in the 911 call to rap, and we all said it was Roger Brown, and Nicolina put him up to it? She said, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't." Took her
No, we
6
knew
months.
she did. She admitted it. She admitted it.
Admitted it 6 months later. Yeah, that was me. But
No,
if
she admitted it to us.
I've got the clip. No, she did not. Betty, stop lying for her.
Yeah, she had. She did admit it to me.
Well,
She admitted it to me. I'm not lying.
she'll just wait till
Yeah.
she's on you all over again. I mean, she did it like 10 times, and I know she did not. She publicly said she did not do it. She did not. So she doesn't own her shit. Maybe she owns her shit to Betty.
No, she
Doesn't
does.
own her shit.
No, she does. But that's
I
okay.
still like
That's okay.
Constance.
But we don't need to talk about Nicolina. She is not
Constance
here.
and
You
I.
just
If she can
brought her
defend
up.
herself,
When
and we're not going to
Constance-
do that.
Hang
You
on.
brought her
I
up.
did because you did.
Hold on.
As a matter of fact, you did earlier in the chat. That's why I asked for
Yeah.
a link. Because
Yeah.
somehow this always becomes about her, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
ridiculous.
don't.
She's not even
and
here.
it's not about her
So
tonight. But
it's
anyways,
just
so
fucking nice. Like, what are you
so
talking about?
X
Like, come
Factor
on.
wants to know,
Oh,
Betty, are
yeah.
you just going with the crowd? You liked Constance before. I still like Constance. As I said, I've never ever said a bad word about Constance. I've never said anything bad to Constance. I don't have a problem with
Don't
Constance.
you remember?
I was very nice to
So-
Constance when she comes in my
Yeah.
room.
We squashed it. Remember when you
Exactly.
said, I'll find out if you're fat. I'll find out if you're skinny.
Oh, that was
Whatever.
a long time ago. My God, girl, that
Who
was when we
cares?
first
I
met.
said we squashed it. I said
Yeah, we
we squashed it.
squashed that. I can't
Good.
even hardly remember
Exactly.
it.
Then why are you bringing it up? Come on.
Yeah, I can't even
You're
hardly
right.
We need
remember
to
that.
look.
Said
Hmm.
we were talking about
It's-
the treatment that Nick's kid, that
Yeah.
Peachy's kids got. That's what brought it
Right.
up.
And I'm sorry about
Gotcha.
that. Well, no, I
Okay.
just listen. I could still be being a bitch, but I'm like, I don't want to be.
There's
Right?
no point.
I don't want to be. I don't
And
want to
people have
be.
changed a lot, Betty. And I
Yeah.
was thinking about it. Thank you for having me up on this platform. I have some soul searching to do with life and just this YouTube thing. And just some toxicity. And yeah, I've done some fuck shit. Have I done it in a couple years? Year or two? No. Do I repeat
And
my
I had done nothing to you.
behavior when it comes?
Add that. I never did shit to you for you to do that shit
Okay.
to me.
Hold on,
Right.
hold on. Let her talk,
Let
and
her
then you
stay
can
on her
talk.
track.
That way
Yeah,
we
that's-
get each other's voices. It's much easier.
You heard
Right.
a
That's
lot
not really
of
moving
people-
forward.
You heard a lot of people that I was following. You were attacking traders at the time incessantly. You were going after Nicolina.
Didn't
And
do
I was
shit
like,
to you,
who
though.
is this bitch? And the next thing I see is, oh, somebody in Wichita, Kansas that's connected to you, right? So that's when I
You're
reached out
supposed to
and I
be weird
said,
again.
why is your mom online acting this way?
Mm-hmm.
And from that,
None of your business. None of your business. Had nothing to
But
do with
it's
my
your
grown children.
business.
Well,
to get
listen,
into other
Constance, she's
people's-
explaining her side.
I
And
am
then you-
I've already seen it. I've heard it. Okay, go ahead. Tell your weird side.
Because you can go and get into other people's business that I couldn't ask.
Not offline. Didn't go to anybody's family offline. Kept it on YouTube the whole time.
Constance, you're being
We just talked
you're
about
showing that
Andrew
you're not like
Hiltz. You've not kept it online.
exactly,
How
but
am I not?
we're respect.
You didn't
Honestly,
call
like
about Ernie?
like you're not
What
trying
did I
to
call about
squash
Ernie?
this.
No.
Constance, it sounds like
I've never called
No,
anybody.
she
a
won't.
we've
bitch.
got to move on from that. No,
Yeah,
great.
I'm trying
Don't talk about
to.
Ernie.
We're trying to squash this so that we can have
But
a
you
life
just said-
on YouTube.
But you just said that I went real life, and I didn't. I didn't do nothing to that woman.
Yes.
I don't
I
know.
do that weird shit.
Mhm.
Messing with traders, terrorizing Nicolina and traders.
Terrorizing Nicolina. Come the fuck off.
All right, you may not see it that way, but a lot of us did, Constance. Seriously, and sometimes we
Like
need to
clipping
just
her
reflect on what we do.
Like
Seriously,
clipping her words is terrorizing her.
just because of clipping someone's words
understand?
doesn't mean you guys aren't putting it out of context. And I might be stirring the pot right now, but I'm gonna tell
No,
you right
it's
now the way
true.
that I see traders view. Let me tell you, as a viewer, again, a lot of you guys twist people's words, and I'm tired of it.
Pumpkin. Wasn't it?
You
Yeah.
show me. I told Nate Dixon the same deal.
Traders,
Show me where I twisted her words, and I'll correct it.
obituary. And you kept talking
Yeah.
about traders' brothers' obituary.
No, I did not.
Yeah, and that was so fucked
No.
up.
No, I did not.
That was fucked up. That was
No,
fucked up, and it was.
Yep. Never happened.
It was fucked up.
Never happened.
Fighting at its finest.
Never happened.
That's not true, Constance.
okay,
But
listen,
however,
What did I say?
no.
What did I say?
But this isn't moving on.
Exact words. What did I say?
Listen, we have
Exact
beautiful
words.
dolls up here. Okay,
Tell
we
me
have
what did I say?
beautiful dolls that have beautiful hearts.
Pumpkin.
Judge me.
Tell me
Each one of
exactly
you.
what did
Thank
I
you.
say? What did I say?
Oh, thanks, Betty.
What did I say?
You're welcome, love.
Tell me what I
Are
said.
you guys going to move on? That's what we're trying to do
No,
here,
no,
right?
no. You made a claim that's fucked up. Tell me what I said. Tell me two things.
It's
Tell me one thing I said.
fucked up because you
Well,
did it.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one
Hold
thing I
up.
said.
Betty.
Tell me
This
one
shit
thing I
went
said.
down.
I want to say something. I want to say something.
No,
Give me one
no,
second.
Betty.
Yeah, I'm going to mute everybody for 1 second. Since it's my panel, I would like to say something. When Curious was trying to talk, you tried to interrupt her, okay? When somebody else is trying to talk, you interrupt. We have to have it to where you've got to let one person talk, and then you can talk when it's your turn to talk. We give each other maybe 1.5 minutes to talk, and then your turn 1.5 minutes to talk. And that way everybody gets their words out and they're not over each other, because when they're over each other, nobody can, not even nobody in the chat can hear it at all. It's a bunch of scrambling, yelling, screaming stuff that don't make no sense. So let's try to make sense. I'm going to let Constance go first, and for like 1.5 minutes, and say what she needs to say.
Tell me one thing I said about Trader's brother.
Constance, we'll go back on your channel. And if I have to post a video, I will, of your clip talking about her brother. It was out of line. It was inappropriate. And it was. And it happened. And it's fine. It's fine. It's in the past. Okay. So I don't know why that was even brought up right now, to be honest. But let's not do that. Can we not do this? The whole point is for you guys to squash your BS and move on. Because growth requires that you move on. It's not a matter of forgetting. It's none of that. It's just move on. Like, can we be better? Don't we get to wake up every single day? I mean, that's a great
Amen.
thing, right? Some of us
Amen,
won't wake up
yes.
tomorrow, right?
And don't
Somebody
we have a
won't wake up
house?
tomorrow. And
Don't
somebody,
we have a house, right?
Amen.
We're not promised 5 minutes. We
We
have
have a roof
homes, we
over
have
our head.
food, we have
We
electricity,
got
we have
food.
Wi-Fi to even do this right now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we have a
so
lot of
grateful.
luxuries.
We do. I'm so
Exactly. We have
grateful.
luxuries that we didn't have 20, 30 years ago. You know, so
Amen.
let's move on from this shit. I mean, we're big, we're better than that. We're better
And we're
human beings than that.
beautiful
We've learned a
dolls.
lot off of this.
You know,
Yeah, but we
when you're
don't need to
beautiful,
be
gotta have a
cruel.
beautiful heart. Beautiful hearts. Beautiful
Yes.
hearts.
So why are we being cruel to each other? For what?
Thank you,
You're
Cheyenne.
not Ernie Shell.
Can I
You
Yeah.
didn't use people on the internet to get what you want and then spread a goddamn fucking deadly disease. So
Right.
you're so much better than that already, right? But we need to be better to each other. Why can't we do that? Why
And I-
can't we?
I mean,
We
I
need to
would
do
try
it.
to make a point there. And I don't want to bring that past up, but I'm making a point here.
What point? Oh, excuse me.
Wait. 1.5
Okay.
minutes. 1.5 minutes. Because I gave you your 1.5 minutes
I
and
know,
you
go ahead.
asked the question. Go.
She's not going to let this go. And then when
Well, don't say that because then thoughts become things. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
I mean, it's just
we're gonna
it's
squash this.
to the point where it's like, even though she said those things about another creator and their family member, she can go ahead and blame me over and over again for something that was promoted by traders. She encouraged me at that time because of Constance's actions about the brother. There's context to all of this. And I think with the revisionist history that some are trying to play and push out as an narrative and deny and gaslit people saying this never happened, you know, those that were there that witnessed it know what I'm talking about. If you're new, you
Yeah.
probably don't know. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to make a point. Rules for thee, you know.
Not for me.
All right.
Is
It's
it my
your
turn
turn,
now?
Constance.
Well, but Betty is trying to provide an opportunity right now for us to move on from that. Okay.
I'm like,
So
no, it's
either
my
you
turn.
two are
It's my
going to
turn.
or you're not.
No, it's my turn.
yeah,
it's my
it's your
turn.
turn.
It is. It's your turn.
Okay, right. Just like Cheyenne said, you don't get to bring something up and to derail the conversation. So this is my time to speak. I'm going to say the same question to Curious as I said to you. Name me one thing. If it was so bad, so outrageous, so horrible, you should be able to remember one thing I said about a brother. Tell me one thing I said.
Who are you talking to?
Curious.
Constance, I cannot say right now that you said anything horrible about her brother. But
No,
what
she
she
just
brought
said
up was the
curious.
fact that
She
you
said
brought up
curious,
that
not
you.
you, Pumpkin. She said curious.
Yeah. Well, I think I felt like she's asking
You
everyone
can't.
because
no, she said
No,
because I
curious.
remember
curious.
I remember
She's
her
asking
live.
curious.
No, you remember something, but you do not remember the whole thing. The whole thing about the whole thing
No,
was,
I do.
I
actually.
never said shit about her brother. And
No,
Traders and
we're
I
not
have
saying that
got
you said
past it.
anything bad.
Traders and I have got past it, and Traders and I
I'm
said
glad.
we
That's
won't bring it up
wonderful.
again.
Good.
So when you
That's
bring it up, throw it in my
wonderful.
face, and
So
when I would
something
ask you,
happened,
name one thing,
and you got past
name
it.
one
Wonderful.
thing. Name one thing. I said it should be easy. I'm not asking
I
10
don't
things.
know.
Name me
The word
one
brother.
thing. I said
The
I
word
don't
brother
recall you saying
over
anything
right. You don't.
horrible.
It didn't happen.
and
It didn't
over.
happen.
You
Curious.
still dug
Curious.
into the situation, and that's the
No.
point. And it shouldn't
How
have
that began.
happened, all
How?
because you hated her.
How
All
that
right,
That was
so
what I took
hang
from
on,
it.
wait.
Name
She
one
asked
reason I dug
curious.
into
Hang on one second. She said, name one thing.
Name one
I'm
thing. And how I
curious
dug
to
into
know
one
what
thing.
curious has to say.
She said brother over and over. She was bringing up Trader's brother over and over by the
Nope.
word brother.
Nope.
Brother this.
Nope.
No,
brother
that
The only
happened.
thing I said was When we talked about
Nope.
our brothers, I didn't talk about the brother. That's all I ever fucking said.
Exactly.
That's all
what
I
you
ever
got
fucking said.
Over and
You
Miss
can't
over.
name
Constance,
over
and
again
over.
because shit like
with
this happens.
love.
You people do
Miss
this shit, and
Constance.
I say, I'm gonna
No,
get it.
no, no, Miss
You
Constance.
don't get
Let's
it
go
out
watch
of
that video.
It was my
it's not
turn.
Please.
your
It was my
history.
turn, ladies. It's my turn. Remember, you're
Just
being
because
awfully rude up here.
Sure, sure,
Yes.
sure.
1.5
It's my
minutes.
turn.
Okay, go.
You cannot, as you think it's so outrageous, and you brought it up, but you can't say one fucking thing that I did. And if traitors and I have moved past it, and if
That's
you knew
great.
such a touchy subject, why the fuck did you bring it up again?
Yeah.
But you can go
Because
ahead and
I'm
bring it up
showing the
because every time
world
you bring, I'm not
exactly
done
your
yet. Every time you bring it up, I'm going to say I didn't say shit. And if you can name me one thing, then you'll have a leg to stand on. Until then, shut the fuck up.
What?
Curious,
Oh my
please
God,
let me.
dude.
You
All right,
had
all
no
right.
business
All right.
at all saying anything about someone's dead brother on this platform. And it was out of line. And I'm so glad that you guys squashed it. I really am.
Yes.
Because it was so out of line. Again, as a viewer, it shouldn't have happened. No matter how much you think you dislike somebody, the thing is, you don't know these people at all. You think you do, but you don't. Okay. Now, again, my experience with Betty has been beautiful and wonderful off the platform. Real, raw, honest. This woman knows who I am, where I'm from, my dad, my brother, my sisters, everybody. She knows most of my history, why my mom died. And I trusted this woman. Do you understand? And she hasn't spoken a word of it. Not one. Okay. Now that is a classy, beautiful person to me. Now you're going around talking about somebody, okay, that you hated because she was in the Mean Girls and you spoke about her brother. Now, the point that she's making is that you did that. It doesn't matter what you said. It's the fact that you did it and it was wrong. Okay, Miss Constance, that's the problem. You think you're calling people out for their bad behaviors, but at the end of the day, you're also participating with those bad behaviors because you're talking about things you shouldn't. Traitors and mistrators, if you're in the chat still. I'm from Las Vegas. I'm born and raised here. Born and raised. Okay, so all the shit that you know, I understand your experience here in this town. Just a connection that I have with her, right? And this is a pair of what do they call it, Betty? A not paranormal, but
Parasocial.
parasocial relate. Yeah, like I have a connection with that person based on where I'm from. So, you know, and there's things that, and I love Trader. There are things about traders I really love about, and there's a lot I don't like about her. But anyways, that's here nor there. You had no business at that point in time doing that. And it was not okay. Just because you hate Nick, just because you hate this person, that person at the time. And I'm so glad you guys got past that. I really am, Constance, because, you know, it just shouldn't have happened, right? These people, none of you guys should be hurting each other. Like, what are you doing?
Supposed to be bringing each other
you know
up.
what?
We need to bring each other up.
Exactly.
We need to make a plan.
You guys,
We need to make a
there's
plan
so much.
to bring each other up.
Yes, there's so much
Help
shit
each other
going on in
because,
our
like,
life.
most of the days
Why are you?
with my mental illness, I'm more depressed than I am anything. And people can take this and run with it, but it's nothing
No.
to do with my home life or anything. It's
Yeah.
to do with my brain. My brain,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I'm just depressed and I don't even know why. It's not that anybody did anything to me or anything. It's just that I come here because I want friends, right? And I like to be able to chat with people, but I'm so scared to open up and say anything because it's always clipped and held against me in some form or fashion. You know, oh, look at Betty being vulnerable, or look at Betty, you know, she did this or that. And it's always being turned into something that I didn't even want it to be. I just wanted to chat and have a normal conversation with ladies.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Just make a friend across the country. Bitch, come see
Yeah.
me. Come.
Yeah,
I'll
I
get
mean,
you a hotel
I'm
room at
not-
South Point.
Pop
Like,
Rocks,
I
I
love
can
you.
see you.
I will,
You know,
I will host you. I would happily you know, like why can't we build these relationships with each other instead of hurting each other? I don't understand.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Like,
I think your minutes up.
Logically, it doesn't make, there's no logic.
There isn't.
Is it
I'm
my turn
sorry?
now? I said I think your minute's up. Is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Marianne made another good point. She said, you can't say stop bringing something up when you're the one that brought it up. I don't bring it up. And I'll tell you again and challenge you. And I'll give you 24 hours or even 48 hours
100%.
to show me how I ever brought it up, said a word, said anything.
Well, it
You
had to have been
Mhm.
not
something
hear me say
because you and Traders
Jimbo
got
brought it
past
to
it.
YouTube. Jimbo
But it
brought
had to
it
have
up.
been something because you and Traders
No.
got
Don't talk
past
about
it.
Jimbo.
No.
Do not talk about
No.
him. Do not. It's not about him. Stop.
That's who brought it to YouTube.
Sorry.
Not me.
No,
So
let's
until you can
not.
prove
No, it
that I did
wasn't. That's
something,
not how that went
stop
down.
saying. It's
Okay,
not your turn,
Constance.
ma'am.
You
It's
think,
not your
you
turn.
know what's wrong with you,
It's
Constance?
not your
And
turn,
I
ma'am.
have to tell you, like, I know you don't want, like, you don't
Not
like the
your turn,
feedback,
ma'am.
but
Hold on,
you
hold on.
think
It's
you're always
Pumpkin's
right,
turn.
and it's so
1.5
wild.
minutes. One
It's
and a
not
half
your
minutes.
turn.
Constance always,
It's not
Constance
your
is the
turn,
moral
Pumpkin.
authority, and she thinks she's always
You
right.
see me with
And
yours
there
like
are
this
times that
every
you
minute.
are proven wrong, and you don't accept it.
Ma'am,
And that,
we're
you
not
know,
playing by
that's something
Jimbo
you
rules.
need to work on,
Hey,
honey.
Constance, 1.5
Honey, you need to work
minutes.
on it.
One
She
and a half
didn't give
minutes. It's
me.
her
Damn it,
turn.
Constance.
She did not give me a minute,
Constance.
Betty. She
I
didn't give me a
did.
You
minute.
don't deserve a minute. All you
I
do is
did.
talk, Constance.
I
She
gave
All
you
did
the
you do
not.
is
minute and a
talk.
half.
Like,
You and her were
seriously.
talking. You guys, you and her were talking, and I said,
You
"Is it
were
my turn?"
obnoxious.
Remember? Remember?
No,
Honey,
And I
do you
said,
we
remember
were,
when
we
you
were
were in
talking
Queen?
after you
Ooh,
talked.
Betty.
I wasn't done yet. I
Betty,
wasn't done with my minute.
give me my 2 minutes, Constance.
It's
Let's
not
not
your
forget
turn,
that.
ma'am. It's not your
On
turn,
Queen
ma'am.
Bee's
Pumpkin hasn't
panel.
had one turn yet.
It's not your turn, ma'am.
She hasn't had
Fine, girl.
one.
It's totally fine.
It's been between Constance and Curious. Pumpkin
Constance, you
hasn't had
just don't
one.
accept. I feel like Constance just she doesn't look. We all have flaws, okay? We do. We all have them.
Plenty of
We're
them.
not all good
Absolutely.
listeners. We're not all good at expressing ourselves. Like, you know, there are things that we all could work on. And, you know, this, like coming up on Betty's panel is an opportunity for us to kind of learn and better ourselves in like those areas, right? So, Constance, if somebody is calling is making a point saying, look, you did this and you're in denial, you did do this. Did we say you said the horrible things? No, that's not the point. That's not the point. And you're not getting it, but you're the only one right. That is insane. That is insanity. I don't know how you function in this world living with that brain if that is the only viewpoint that you see. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no logic. And like I said earlier, look up what philotimo means and then maybe and reflect on it. Okay? Philotimo. 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 Look it up. Look at all of you in the chat. Look it up. Find the definition. And you know, if you got Greek people in your world, in your life, ask them what it means. And start living by that. Because Miss Constance, sadly, you know, you think you're doing right by other people, that you have integrity, this, that, and the other. You're not. Because you did speak on someone's dead brother, which is so fucked up. And you did do it. You did do it. Did you say the worst things in the world? No. But curious idea, bitch, stop. Stop.
You've had your minute.
That
You've
you
had your
make
minute.
so many. You know why people don't like you, Constance? Is because you
Many
don't
people
fucking
like me.
listen.
Many
She's
people
got
love
30
me.
more seconds.
Because you don't listen. You're a dumbass sometimes. And that's okay. But you're too old to be acting like that. You need to be spreading wisdom, love, and kindness around the world because you're fucking older than me. How do I know better than you? I don't get it. How? Where's your kids, girl? Why aren't they at your house? Why aren't you spending time with them? You're always clipping everybody else. What are you doing? What are you doing with your world, with your life, my love? I would love to get to know you.
30 seconds done yet? I think it is.
Bitch, shut up. Let me finish.
No.
I would love to get to know you.
No, ma'am.
So I can understand you a
No,
little
ma'am.
bit better because you're
Your 30
crazy.
seconds is up. Your 30 seconds is up, ma'am.
No,
All right.
it's
It
guess
is
whose
up now.
whose turn
So,
it is.
all right,
Guess
so
whose
hang
turn
on.
it is. It's curious.
Hang on 1 second. It's my turn for a second. All right.
Okay, of course.
I want to ask Constance a question. Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you, Betty. I said you made me giggle. I don't hate anybody, Betty. I don't even hate Nicolina. I don't hate
But you-
Ernie.
but you leave and you go to platforms where they make fun of me. Like that's hating on me. That's
were
not
giggling,
being my
buddy.
friend.
But see, but this is we're not.
You're giggling at my
derailing.
pain.
You're derailing this for them.
No, I'm
Now,
asking my own
I don't hate you.
question.
We've already went over this, Betty. I don't hate you. I didn't go over there to hate on you. We went over there to laugh because of what was
To
said over
laugh
here
at my
about Peachy.
pain.
Because what was being said over here about Peachy was vile as fuck, and we wanted to laugh. Get it?
About
Okay.
me. You wanted to laugh about me.
It was your panel that was being talked shit, horrible shit. So yeah, it was you. But I didn't talk shit on
See?
you. I
That's
laughed.
what I'm
I
talking
giggled.
about. Why would you sit there and laugh
Because
about
the thing you
me?
did was funny, Betty. The shit
It's
you did was funny.
funny
You
when
made me
those
giggle.
people made me so triggered and hurt me.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny. That's funny to you?
It was funny. It was funny. Yes, it was funny.
That's so funny.
Mhm.
No, that's not funny. And I don't think that you would think it was funny if people had playlists of you and people stalking and harassing you and you verbally going back at them. I don't think you would think it was funny at all.
Betty, you don't think I've been through this? Have you been around for the last year? I think
No,
I've been
really,
through
I
plenty of
haven't.
my hell all by myself. There's plenty of playlists out there. Plenty of clips about me. Plenty.
Where?
Sizzler's Lair has some who I get along with. Devil Mint Twins has some who I get along with. Crime Chime Grime, I think, has some. They're just put in my name. Put in my name and it'll pop up.
Did you know
I
that
don't
you
just-
ladies said more vile shit about me than what I ever would have said about Peachy or
What did
Ash
we say?
all
What did
together?
we say, Betty? What did I say
Called
over
me
there?
fucking racist. You
I
laughed
didn't call
about
you
it.
racist. I didn't call you racist.
All of
That
you
is
were in
Ashley's
there
opinion.
watching it, calling
That
me
was
a
Ashley's
racist.
opinion. That was Ashley's opinion. I didn't call you racist.
You laughed at me rapping on a just. I
Nope.
decided I wanted to
Yes, I
rap to
laughed
my
at that rap.
people.
I said, Horton, here's a who. That's what I said. Horton, here's a who. I did. That's because it was funny.
What's so funny about it? What's so funny about me?
It was funny to me.
So let's
But
go.
now,
Let's
Kimmy-
go play those. Let's go get those playlists off of your stuff, and let's see what's so
I'll
funny.
make you one. I'll make you one tomorrow. Okay, of just my shit, of people clips on me. In fact, no, I got it. I have it. I have a playlist called Clips About Me, and I have me versus Ernie, and I have panels I've been on. 3 playlists I have. You're welcome to have anything you want to.
I don't want to make fun of people. I don't want to
It's
do
not
that.
making fun of me, but it's not that serious. It's YouTube.
Sometimes it is
It's
serious to me
exactly,
whenever I
Constance,
deal with it
that's
for
the
If
8
they're
years.
not fucking with your
Girl,
kids,
come on.
if
The
it's
fuck,
not
they
your
haven't
turn
fucked
to
with
fuck.
my kids. They fucked with my grandkids.
I
Mom, where have
didn't
you
fuck
been?
with your kids, Betty. I didn't fuck with your kids.
I didn't say
Now
you
back
did, but
to
they
this
have fucked with
bullshit.
my kids and
But
my
they-
grandkids.
I still need my 2 minutes, Betty.
Miss
from way back.
Charlotte. Where's Miss Charlotte? She said she wants
Can
a
I say
link.
something now? Before
I gave her one. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Um,
certainly, certainly, Miss
Pumpkin, you were
Curious.
saying how crazy I was. Do you realize there's people in the chat that agree with me?
You are.
It's not me saying that I didn't do
Don't
that
you
shit.
think that all of you are kind of crazy?
I'm
I
crazy.
mean, seriously, and somebody thinks that I'm
Oh, yeah.
trolling.
When you
You've
say-
got to be serious right now.
When
Like,
you
really?
say people did shit, you can't prove it.
Fine.
Yeah, you're crazy.
All of
If you
you
think-
are crazy except Miss Betty
So are you.
because you guys
If you
have
said
done
I-
some crazy
Ma'am,
shit and we've
ma'am,
watched it, and that's
you
the
said
funny
the
thing.
rules, ma'am.
Hey, Connie, can
You
you
set
put
the rules,
yourself on
ma'am.
mute for a second? So
You set
I
the rules,
am as
ma'am.
a viewer, dumbass
You
shit.
set the rules,
All right,
ma'am. So don't go
Pumpkin.
back
The
on them.
viewers
let's
do
mute.
set the rules. That's how you get
Pumpkin.
views.
Pumpkin, let's
Nope.
mute and let's constant mute
Thank
because
you.
Curious wants to talk. Thank you.
Now, back to what you said at the beginning. If you
Not
cannot
you,
produce-
Constant. Not you.
Oh, for fuck's
It's
sake.
Curious's turn.
Okay, go ahead, Curious.
I've been really just on mute listening. I was just bringing out the hypocrisy. So, word of the day is hypocrisy. Rules for thee. So, I mean, it is what it is. I have personally some soul searching. Some people can't see outside of themselves. And, you know, tonight I'm going to leave. You know, and it is really messed up what they've done to you, Betty. I mean, I'll be honest, and I've told you this before. Yeah, I've laughed about some of the stuff. The book burning was awesome. Like, it was epic. Like, you had to be there. I don't think there's any videos really out there. And if there isn't, it's not the point. is that we all make choices on this platform. We're active participants, but we can also be active victims and the perpetual victim. And we can choose to go woe's me, or and hold on to that toxic vitriol. And it's a poison we continue to choose to drink. And what I love about you, Betty, is you've grown so much over the years, and I hope I have too. Do I repeat the same mistakes? No. Will I be reaching out to certain individuals? No, because that's not who I am. I had a question. It doesn't mean I had ill intent. It does not mean I was a stalker. And yeah, I am certifiably crazy. I have a service dog for psychiatric service dog work.
Me too.
Very much. And, you know, it's stuff that I'm working on. And people can accuse me of being a drunk and an alcoholic because I was vulnerable enough to say something online. And let this be a lesson to everyone that is struggling with substance use disorder, that is going through this, that is listening to me right now. Don't be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because this is a learning lesson to all y'all. We're all
Amen.
through a struggle, and it is what it is. And I hope my actions from now on, I changed my avatar because I realized, you know, yeah, I can have fun with people that started it with me, but I need to like sit back, do some meditation, and separate myself from this toxicity, because I realized
The shadow self.
and who is the toxic individuals. And thank you, Betty, for giving me the platform. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. I wish you well, Constance. I don't know where you're going to go in life, but I don't want anything to do with you anymore.